You know that one favorite t-shirt you have? The one that's been through countless washes and still looks great? But then there's that other one, the one that shrank or faded almost immediately. What's the deal with that? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the whole process and introduce you to the unseen guardians who make sure your clothes are built to last.
Right. We've all been there. You buy two shirts, they look pretty much the same, but one becomes this go-to piece in your wardrobe, and the other one, well, it's a total disappointment. So what is the secret ingredient here? What really separates the good stuff from the stuff that just falls apart?
Now, I'll tell you what, it is definitely not luck. The secret is this incredibly intense quality control journey. A whole series of checkpoints at every single yard of fabric, at every finished piece of clothing, has to pass before it even has a chance of getting to you.
So, to really get this, we need to look at the two main battlegrounds where quality is decided. Think of these as the main gatekeepers standing between a flawed garment and your closet.
It all boils down to two big phases. First up, you've got fabric inspection. This is where the raw material, the cloth itself, is put under a microscope before anyone even thinks about cutting it. And then there's apparel inspection, which is all about checking the garment as it's being sewn together and, of course, once it's finished.
So you might be asking, why go through all this trouble? Well, the goals are actually super simple and really, really important. If you can catch problems early, you save a ton of time and money, and that, in turn, means the final product is way better, and it helps make sure everything ships out on time. It's just smart.
Okay, so let's follow a piece of clothing right from the very beginning. Before a single scissor touches the fabric, that raw material has to go through its first and maybe its most critical test. You could call it the fabric's trial by fire. So what does that look like? Picture these huge rolls of fabric being carefully unrolled onto inspection machines. There's often a bright light table underneath, which shines up through the cloth, making it super easy for a trained inspector to spot any little flaw. We're talking holes, stains, tears, even tiny printing mistakes.
But this isn't just someone giving it a quick look over. To make this whole process objective, the industry uses what's called the 4-point system. It's actually a pretty clever way to take something subjective, like saying, that's a small tear, and turn it into hard data by giving every flaw a specific number of penalty points. And the system itself, it's brilliantly simple. A little defect, something up to 3 inches, gets 1 penalty point. The bigger the flaw, the more points it gets, all the way up to 4 points for really big defects or for any significant holes. It's straightforward and super effective. Now, all those little points add up to one critical number, 40. If a standard 100 square yard roll of fabric gets 40 or more penalty points, it's out. It fails the inspection, gets rejected, and is sent right back where it came from. It never even makes it to the cutting table.